spiritual general and dean of Old Sacred Waters Spiritual Academy of Peace. The study of esoteric philosophy, ancient religious studies is my credentials are based on. And this indeed is my YouTube channel. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for joining me and getting on board. Looking forward to us growing and learning more together as we go down. All right, okay. Today's philosophical topic, as always, we only have 10 minutes and it's a lot to unpack. So we're going to unpack it as fast as possible. Need be, of course, you know that I'll do a secondary backlog to the same topic as we've done before moving forward. So the topic today, you guys, for the 10-minute philosophy is going to be is outer space the ocean? Yes, I've reached real far with the philosophy. I hope that you're ready to go with me. Is outer space the ocean? Today we're going to reference uh, the philosophical answer to this question from the Septuagint with the Apocrypha, which was translated by Sir Lancelot Charles Lee Brenton in 1807 through 1862 from the original Hebrew Bible, Old Testament into Greek translation, which makes up the Septuagint and the Apocrypha. Meaning the Holy Bible as you may know it in the King James Version, um, translated from the original text to Greek. But of course, there are going to be differences, and we're going to go over that as well. And idealistically, the translation of the Septuagint and the Apocrypha influenced Sir Lancelot were ideally Hellenistic Jews, which were common at the time. And as we move forward, we want to also note that the Septuagint with the Apocrypha is Latin for 70, and this is the Roman numeral for Septuagint LXX. We also want to note that the Greek translation of the Old Testament um, in reference to Septuagint meaning 1770, meaning it's sacred to Jewish scholars. Septuagint meaning it was said to be 70 or 72 Jewish scholars that came together at Alexandria, my favorite, Egypt. Yes, indeed. In 285 to 247 BC, as we noted. Okay, now that we've noted what we're going to answer our philosophical question from is outer space the ocean? Okay, before we move forward, we want to also be noted that the Septuagint is going to be referenced in the Greek language, wrote out as follows: Genesis chapter 1, verse 6, 7, and 8, referencing the Septuagint with the Apocrypha. And then we're going to also reference the King James Bible, chapter 1, 6, 7, and 8 also. So make sure if you want to go over and pull out your books or Google, what have you, it's going to be the Septuagint with the Apocrypha, 6, 7, and 8 verses, chapter 1, Genesis, King James Version, chapter 1, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. time, we want to go in with our question. Again, is outer space the ocean? So I'm going to definitely read from the Apocrypha. Yes, this is what we're going to be reading from. And it says follows. Genesis, according to the Septuagint in Apocrypha, chapter 1, verse 6 through 8. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the water, and let it be a division between water and water. And it was so. And God made the firmament, and God divided between the water which was under the firmament and the water which was above the firmament. Excuse me, under the firmament. Excuse me. And God called the firmament heaven, and God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning the second day. Septuagint with Apocrypha chapter 1, 6 through 8. And we're going to go over it again. And our philosophical question is outer space, the ocean. And we're going to go precept. And God said, let the firmament start from the top. Excuse me. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the water. So we're going to draw a line, firmament. Okay. And if the water is in the midst, I'm just going to do this symbol of water. The firmament is in the midst of the water. And let it be a division between water and water, which we have water and water, and that divides. And it was so. And God made the firmament, which we have here, and God divided between the water, which was under the firmament, which we have here, under, and the water which was above the firmament. And God called the firmament heaven, and God saw that it was good, and there was evening, and there was morning, and the second day. Okay. Question: is outer space the ocean? We're also going to reference the King James Bible, Genesis chapter 1, verse 6 to 8. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. Okay. My philosophical answer would have to be yes. Outer space has to be the ocean. We're going to do part 2 to this, so hold tight to your seat. It's going to be a little